Yeah, I went out from Iskolo Sabelungu because they didn't understand me, and no one believed in spiritual world. No one cared actually, because I'm a youngster. That is not possible. So that's like they don't understand. They don't fully understand. It was and as kids, it attacks us kakhulu.
Because of ignorance zabazali or
yes, generational ignorance. Umuntu owashona umfakazi kokuthi uNkulunkulu uyaphila. One thing for sure.
Oh man.
That's why sometimes you get a vision. You don't know what it. I just got a picture, but bengalelanga, bengivukile, bengibona lento le nayi la.
Deja vu.
This is how I whisper. I don't literally whisper with, okay, Mama, this is what I want you to say and all of that. I'm not whispering anything to you, but you already know and that's how your message is delivered. That's how it's delivered. They whisper a message.
Emakhosini, Thokozani, Camagu, Lesedi, Kganya, Ume Onika. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Please don't only view the video. Please, ngiyacela ngiyaphaphata abantwana bamathongo abantwana bedlozi bengicela please, and also subscribe and also ask questions la unga-understandanga khona per video so that uzokwazi ukuncedeka. I hope le video kukhona isidlo sikamoya noma sedlo uzongasithola. Today I'm having my daughter my daughter uNtokozo yazini, but charity begins at home, right? So sizilibale kakhulu abantu beinkonzo zikamoya, abantu like ebungomeni and also ebuprofiteni noma ngithi ebuthandazeleni. Siyaye sizilibale especially einganeni. You uthole ukuthi kube khona umuntu ocela ukuhlolwa, umhlola ingane ingane ezimunwa igazi abathakathi, and abantwana we can't run away. We are under attack as South Africans spiritually. Abantwana abasalawuleki nayibona into ezinjalo. So now nami nje ngimthole off guard ngathi asingene, because there are informations nami engizifunayo ukuthi kuyingane esiphila nazo, ingane esphiwe abantu abadala ngisho kwanayo uJehova ukuthi le ingane yini ezicabangayo. Mhlambe kukhona isidlo enginami engasithola to help another kids, because uma unengane ingane zakho zonke eMzansi and sikuzisa ubuhlungu uma uzobathola abantwana kwisimo seyinkinga zika spiritual world, and now you find ukuthi umntana sekangene kuma drugs akasalawuleki abantu ezinjalo. Thokozo, how are you?
I'm good, and how are you?
I'm good. Out mama.
Mama.
All right. I want to understand ukuthi how do you find ubungoma profite into zesintu, because what I remember with our case, there was time angena esilungwini and I was given a prophecy yokuthi ingane kwamele uyikhiphe lapha esilungwini ngoba kuyodingeka isintu kuyena. And at that moment ngiprofitwa ubaba umZulu lo wasemakhaya mhlawumbe umona yabonto njalo, and yazizela ngendlela yayo. I still remember it. That was 2 years back. Umntana wabuya sekathi ngifuna ungena elokishini kanjani uJanuary. It was January ne? Yes, it was January. Ngifuna ukungena elokishini. Hayibo ndoda, sikhiphani manje? I know yabuya leya nto leya. So now ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi when it comes to izinto zobungoma, ngithi ubungoma yabasi into inkonzo zikamoya kuthini kuwena?
Well, I can say that like I haven't figured out which part do I really follow to. But I also grew up knowing ukuthi angeke ubheke amathonga ungabheki on the prophet side, like ubunkulunkulu and all of that, because unkulunkulu uyoqalayo and you have to pray to him, unfortunately, because he's the one who gives you life. And I grew up mixing these two to fully understand who I am. So the story yokuthi moving out from isikolo sabelungu is because they couldn't understand if ever I had like a feeling yokuthi I am uncomfortable in this place. I didn't have this belonging spirit that I had. You understand? When I'm at home, I feel comfortable because whenever this happens, this is how they accommodate. Whenever I feel ikanda, it might mean something else. It couldn't mean ukuthi vele ngiyagula, but it could mean something ukuthi ngihlelwe abantu abadala. Another thing ukuthi I went out from isikolo sabelungu because they didn't understand me and no one believed in spiritual world. No one cared actually because I'm a youngster, and unfortunately labo bantu labo they lost their roots. And I didn't want to feel lost because I could see ukuthi in my family this is how things go. And then when I go to isikolo sabelungu, it's a change. Like I become a very different person. So I wanted a place where I could fit in, which is
fit in.
Yes.
You remind me of something which is you never told me. You never told me about how you feel and kunento oyaziyo spiritually. You never told me. Phika vuma. Ngizwa manje only now. Funny. Okay, fast forward. There was time whereby makushaya isigubhu kuphuma amathwasa ka my sister, and then you will be embarrassed. Let's talk about that.
Oh, the embarrassing parts. Okay, like I said, Maya like ekolens abelungu, like nothing adds up. Let me make an example. A transporting. My transport mates abantu ebengifunda nabo esikoleni sami. They know the English way of living, right? The English way of living. They are not used to whatever is happening. So usually when I wake up in the morning, ukushayela amathwasa and all of that. So the minute mangithi ngivula umnyango ngiyangena ngiya esikoleni, khala gudu, and then they would ask me ukuthi what is happening, and then I would say no, sit back opposite. They're not used to it. But now I could literally walk back from school, the school that I am in right now. Walk back from school and they would understand. No, yes, yo, konje no antomu ushayela mathwasa le khona lapha ezone 6 where my friends live.
Speaking of that, now moving from English school to Elokishini. Hey, abantwana baphathwa imimoya sibona kuma social media. Ndikakhula abantwana bamantombazana. What is happening since you are in the difference between that and la?
Okay, well, I don't know. I think
Can we look at the camera, please?
I think we have a different atmosphere. I think it's the atmosphere lapha, cause usually abantwana bamantombazana abavuka edlozi esikoleni. I don't know if sometimes they do it for fun or vele yinto eyangempela. Cause usually when it happens, and especially we have someone from my other class, ovuka edlozi. I have that, I don't know, that feeling yokuthi kune comfort, ukuthi like I know how to deal with this. I know ukuthi ngamnceda kanjani.
Oh,
but there are those others ukuthi mabavukile I get irritated. Ukuthi ngathi I could go out from that same class.
So are you telling me you can differentiate between idlozi maselikhona ngempela emntwini nanoma lingekho?
I don't know if ngiyafila or kenzakalani, but kunalaba kokuthi mayibavuka lento le idine wonke umuntu, like wonke umuntu kube ne chaos nje fihli lapha esikoleni and all of that, and you know leyo discomfort. And then there's this one kokuthi mayimvukile ngamampela, it's like you could go and attend to her. It's like you know the feeling there, I feel like.
And then how do you attend to her? Okay, like asikhulume nge-experience yakho. Teachers, how is the approach kulo mntana, and also you?
Well, some teachers, they feel that they understand. I'm not saying they do understand.
Okay.
Get me right.
All right.
They feel that they understand.
All right.
Why am I saying so? It's because you could go and you would try to help loyo mntana loyo uvuke idlozi. Try to help them, and then bathi uyazi ukuthi leyo nto le izokuthelela. Ayithelelani leyo nto le. We are not talking about demons here. We are talking about abantu abakekaphila la emhlabeni that didn't even get a chance to fulfill whatever they wanted to do while they were still alive. This is what we are talking about. So now moya uyosiza loyo mntana loyo bathi uyazi ukuthi iyathelelana leyo nto leyo. Ayithelelani. Abantu bakina ngeke bangithelele mina. That is not possible. So that's like they don't understand. They don't fully understand ukuthi idlozi liyini kahle kahle. And as kids, it attacks us kakhulu.
Because of ignorance zabazali, or
yes, generational ignorance and ignorance yet. Because if when
nawe use America kakhulu asibuye emzansi
if when a mama you didn't have knowledge about idlozi, doesn't mean ukuthi mina ngizoba nayo. Ngikhulela phansi kwakho and I go with whatever you say as my mom, right? But unfortunately, if when you don't know anything about idlozi, how will I know? You understand? When you have knowledge about what's in the spiritual world, I adapt to that.
Okay.
You understand? As a child, we adapt to what our parents do.
Okay, with my case, I never had that chance. Ekhaya both side kabo mama kabo baba bayenza izinto ezenziwa abanye abantu. And also umama washona sibancane, ubaba beku coach. Mina ubaba I've learned politics ne football. Ngicheri mina ibukela idiski kakhulu. So now I don't know mhlawumbe ispirit ozalwa ngaso, because of out of nowhere bengizithola him neBible, right? Him neBible kanje. And funny, I will go straight to Abo Kings scripture. Ngihambe ngiye kubo Job, you know, sikhuluma ngama heroes eBhayibhelini yabona. And then now ngisuke kube nalento ukuthi research about ama angels. Before I knew about ama ancestors, I read ngama English angels, amabutho ayo, research amaphupho. I don't know, mhlawumbe nami bengithwasisa in a way, already bebang leader to that path, but I never saw this what whoever I am now from kubaba noma kumama or the family.
I had a feeling you would come up with something like that, because
come again, repeat that.
I had a feeling that you would come up with something like that.
Okay.
Like Goguti, how you developed into the spiritual world and all of that. But I once had a picture, like Goguti, you know when you read the Bible, they always say Goguti, your soul by transfer into earth because it has a mission. And it has a mission. So sometimes we don't figure out what the mission is. We don't know what the mission is. But then mina ngingadlalela a picture gokuthi not all souls go for the same mission, right? We have those souls that are seeking, right? You are the only one in the family who acknowledged this first. From your dad being gay, from your mom mengekho. You are the one who seeked that ukuthi izokwazi ungena kuphi, izokwazi ukadapta into the family. You are the only one. The others, amasolabo, didn't have the same mission, but yours was that.
Okay.
You understand? Yours was that. Let me try to explain further.
Wow, ngiyabonga. All right, I see.
Let me try to explain further. You will seek. It's not actually you who's seeking.
Okay.
It's that mission that is seeking for something from earth. Khumbula ukuthi umhlaba wadalwa uNkulunkulu.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
And there are things ezifihlekile. You understand? So uNkulunkulu uzothumela the soul ayifuna ukuyithumela ukuthi iyo
accomplish the mission.
This mission.
Okay.
When you are seeking not for God but for yourself. Because God does have the mentality yokuthi humankind izongijikela. Because when humankind izongijikela, I need to have abafakazi. Your soul must be one of labafakazi now. That's why you were seeking this information. You understand? Mina, I wasn't seeking. Honestly, I wasn't seeking. Okay. I didn't know anything about the spiritual world.
Okay.
But I know that my soul is to take what you have seeked to other souls so that they can acknowledge this message you are trying to send to them. This seeking that you are looking for.
I'm jealous. When we talk about this, ngingathi singakhuluma isintu sethu nanoma ngingekho perfect kodwa ngiyintombi yaselokishini kodwa ngathi singafihla such information because you find in South Africa inikela ngakho konke because sifuna ukukhuluma ngelimi la other societies. You understand? Kodwa ke yes. Like ngathi ngingahayiza, you know? Yeah. Okay, sigcinephi?
Yeah, like I was saying, your soul is seeking. uNkulunkulu does have the mentality yokuthi humankind izongijikela. These treasures that uSathani gives to people, he's actually taking, and he believes ukuthi as long as I still don't generate people in this earth, humankind izongijikela at some point. Now it is within us if we want to sijike. You understand? Yithi lapho siyafuna ukujika, asafuna ukulandela uNkulunkulu. Kodwa your soul will never allow that. Your soul knows its roots. Your soul knows where it comes from. That's why uthola ukuthi uncontrollably wena you will have this thing yokuthi you are irritated. Maqaluza these dark stories, ukuthi things are happening. You switch. It's not you. It's your soul. Uwe, yes.
Asekeli soul kancane siye. How do you define idlozi? Do you believe ngempela uma kukhwazwa idlozi igama impela is there? Ubuprofit ingelosi khona vele sengikhuluma ngengelosi esingabuye sithi ithonga ne. Do you believe ukuthi okay?
Mina, I believe, and I can back my story. One thing for sure, I can back my story.
Okay.
I can say I believe.
All right, okay.
So, manga khuluma into lo mhlaba lo spiritual. Ane. One thing for sure, you will connect nabantu zalwa na. Abantu zalwa phansi kabo, you will connect. Sometimes idlozi kungaba umuntu ophilile naye la emhlabeni. And we have those abadlozi lawo ukuthi awumazi umuntu mara idlozi lawo.
Okay.
Like mina, I feel that I have a connection no kokwami. Angimazi kokwami. I don't know my mom's mom. But then I feel that I have a connection with her. And then we have lawo madlozi lawa ngokuthi ugeka phila nabo sitting on one chair, niphila nikhuluma. And then makashona abe idlozi futhi. Now, uba idlozi kanjani? All the information ngokuthi makakhuluma nawe ifiso zakhe angazange lezo ifiso lezo yizo eziyenza wena ukuthi ulangazelele uqeda lento le yena angazange khona ukuyenza. That's when idlozi lingena khona.
The last time we research about African spirituality, there was a task we were given which so research about heaven, because of at that moment as African spiritualists we thought it was more of leli zulu abasitshela ngalo eBhayibhelini alifani liyasicindezela if not liyascager. And then while we research yethu result yakhona kwakuthiwa mawumuntu omnyama Africa izulu lakho generation to generation yilento ikhulumayo ukuthi uma ngifa obvious izukulu nezizukulwane kwamele ngihlale phezukwazo to accomplish whatever engazange ngikhone mhlawumbe, because I understand ukuthi kukhona amadlozi eza ngokuzobuya ukuzozilwela somehow.
Idlozi ne siyibiza nje idlozi umfakazi. Umfakazi. Umuntu owashona umfakazi kokuthi uNkulunkulu uyaphila. One thing for sure.
Oh man. Bapha bazalwane. Hi, asivaleni. Okay. Is
Idlozi umfakazi.
Okay.
Kokuthi uNkulunkulu uyaphila. Abantu abafakazi kokuthi uNkulunkulu uyaphila. Now, when I'm Oshona, right?
Okay.
These people they are not acknowledged in the spirituality because of wena awusekho.
Okay.
Now you need a way yokuthi ubonise ukuthi nakunyaphila through uNkulunkulu. Nakunyaphila through uNkulunkulu nani. It's not ukubeliever ukuthi yeah idlozi likhona nani. Likhona, yes. Leso spirit leso lives forever. That is a message ukuthi your soul will live forever. Spirit sakho will live forever. As it lives forever, it will adapt to umzimba ohambayo emhlabeni. Since wena ungasakwazi ukuhamba also uhambile emhlabeni. You understand? So it will adapt to the closest people, which is family most of the time.
DNA ayifi basically.
Yes. DNA doesn't die. It will adapt to you. And when I adapt to you, I whisper information. I whisper it to you. That's why sometimes you get a vision. You don't know what it. I just got a picture, but bengalelanga, bengivukile, bengibona lento le nayi la.
Deja vu.
This is how I whisper. I don't literally whisper with, okay, mama, this is what I want you to say and all of that. I'm not whispering anything to you, but you already know ukuthi mina ngizothini kuwe, and that's how your message is delivered. That's how it's delivered. Labantu laba bangasekho, they whisper a message. It's either then you see it or you hear it.
Okay, let's go back to school. Do you find abantwana abahlukumezwa idlozi and now uzithola ukuthi mhlawumbe you know the reason and now you can't reach out or uyakhona ukuthi ukhulume nabo attract abantwana abanjani?
One thing for sure, I've never had umngani who has no knowledge about the spiritual world and all of that. I'm gonna make an example. I have
so move at this side and not English side.
No, not from the English side. The English side, people would come and go. Don't understand ukuthi vela ngitalelwa ngabangani or against ngani.
And then about the devil worshipping sisha ngesilungu.
The devil worshipping. Well, I had no knowledge about that school about the devil worshipping.
Okay, all right. Let's come back here.
But in the local school that I am in, I have those people in Kulumana who acknowledge what it was in. I have a friend Otwasai right now. We are Twasa. You understand? I have a friend who they believe in ubuporofita, ubuthandazeli. That's my friend. I have umnganami okuthi kubo there's no spiritual connection, but she knows ukuthi ngiyathandaza ngalesikhathi, ngiyaphahla ngalesikhathi. I never seem to grab abantu who have no knowledge. They come 2 minutes gone. they just move away. Bayazichiftela bona. Laba bangena knowledge about the spiritual world. But laba banayo, we stay for isikhathi eside futhi. You know one of my friends, ma'am. I've been with her since grade 9. You know her, right?
Who? All right.
I've been with her since grade 9. And and it's been like that. Same thing, it's been like that. But remember, Guti, I once had a friend. Didn't know anything. And where is she now?
Okay, let's not mention names, ne? To avoid that, when it comes to abantwana namhlanje abenyawupe, khuluma ngabantwana obaziyo abakuma drugs, when you thought ukuthi yeah bazophuma yini le challenge kunina as thina abantu abadala, which is abazali?
I believe ukuthi sometimes when abantwana they go into drugs, ne, okay, it can be like peer pressure, ne? It can be peer pressure. Peer pressure. Yeah, it can be that. But sometimes, okay, let me try to put it in the right way. I don't know. But then we have laba bazali laba who do not acknowledge, who do not know what is going on ebantwaneni babo, even though baphila nabo.
Okay.
You understand? Because us, we also have a tendency yokuthi sifihle everything. We believe ukuthi some things we can't talk nomuntu omdala, right? And possibly kahle vele since you can't talk to umuntu omdala and all of that, you believe ukuthi, I mean, I have no one to talk to, rather let me have something engizoyikhiphela kuyo lento le. It doesn't come eventually ukuthi okay athi ngihambe ngiyobheka inyawupe.
Exactly.
It doesn't come like that. It doesn't come naturally.
True.
You just go through it, and then ubona ukuthi okay naku bayasho ukuthi okay ngizokhohlwa nginkinga zami, and then you smoke, and then you get addicted, and then so inyawupesi kanjani. You don't literally lawyer.
So which is the mechanism we can use to approach ukuthi into nje ubalekele from emntaneni as mothers, as elders?
You know, I haven't figured out that answer yet, but unfortunately ngaza this goguthi okay, it might not always be in Yawupe, but unfortunately this world is remote controlled. It's remote controlled. Njalo uzowuza ukuthi abantwana sekwama prostitute, abantwana babhema ama drugs nan. It's remotely controlled. Like njalo we have labo bantwana labo abangena kulento le njalo. It's remotely controlled.
So
it's like a cycle.
It's a spiritual war, or is it a physical war?
It's a spiritual war, because it can't be generation after generation. Sinabantwana abahluphayo benyawupe.
Alright, okay.
But I'm also not blaming this remote control cycle. I'm not blaming it. Yeah, but blame how do you see yourself ulapo? Firstly, it's your choice ukuthi ngiyafuna.
Kuyafika la ukuthi manje you believe kumzali wakho, bazali bakho, and it happened, accident, bashone the very same way bebatreata ngawo because of ngikhona okwamanje ngiyaphila. Ayisabi khona. Kuba namagama ukuthi kwamake labuyele kubo kwamela yenzeni izinto namhlanje uzithola ukuthi abantwana they feel ukuthi ngaphandle kwegate lasekhaya kula impilo ikhona.
Uke ngicocela ngekuthi inhliziyo yaloya. Right? I think I might be coming out of topic, but ngiyabuya. Inhliziyo iyaloya. Wena as umntana ngahlupha maybe kokuqala ahluphe nje, and then you be like yasifanela yebo babakhe nan uyidlulise leyo ndaba leyo nto leyo oyishilo seyila enhlizweni yakho iyamloya loyo mntana loyo ukuthi ahluphe mo.
So we must wash our thoughts ngani and also inkulumo esizikhulumayo.
Like for example, and can we have physicians who believe ukuthi you're not actually sick, it's your mind telling you ukuthi you are sick. And can we have those physicians who say you're not really sick, it's your brain, it's your cerebrum, it has this thing yokuthi generate ukuthi uyagula and then uyagula. You understand? Iyafana nenhliziyo. Mawuthi sitshelile ukuthi lo mntana lo uyahlupha, uzokuhlupha. Kungani? Iyaloya inhliziyo. Iyaloya lento le. This thing iyaloya.
Should we cut? Please. Hi. Ngicela uhambe uye emolini yodla ice cream tu. Emakhosini Thokozani Camagu Lesedi Kganya. Umme Onika. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Please check nabantwana ukuthi bazi how far because of ziningi izinto ezenzakalayo. I think kuyodingakala ukuthi have this session especially concerning indaba sama experiences edlozini, you know, ukuthi kuphi la singalungisa khona. Emakhosini Thokozani Camagu Lesedi Kganya. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.